What's up guys, welcome back to the next video in learning C++. My name is QTS Danny and you guys watching my channel Croywood. Alright, so we start from the first section of this video about pointers. So we're going to start from here, the computer memory that we left off from this part. So as I explained to you guys, this is computer memory. That's how the variable goes in the computer memory. So we have the data type of int, and we gave it the name age. That's a variable name that we provide, x, y, z, our a, b, c, and that's a value. You guys can put any value you like, or you guys can just put an int age and then close your line, and then you guys can put an age is equal to 30. So it doesn't matter, you guys can put in one line or two lines. Alright, so we're going to explain to you guys the box showed that the location in memory, the numbers are memory addresses. As like I said, this is the memory address around here, and it's 4 bytes each, which are the way to identify locations in the memory. They are identified in the steps of 4 because most variables in memory takes 4 bytes. So that's what, when you guys declare your memory int age and you name it age and 30, it goes to the memory location 220, for example. This is just an example. You guys might see something else here. It doesn't have to be like 220 or 224. Don't assume that the memory is like 200, 204. It's just a number. You guys can see any other numbers. So sometimes it's a very long number, 6 digits number here, and that's a memory location. And most of the memories, like this is that's how the memory is, like a box, and that's how the variable goes in there and stays there, or until you guys append it, or you guys delete it, or you guys whatever you guys do it with your memory location. That's up to you. Alright, so this is how you guys need to understand this before you guys need to understand pointers. If you guys don't understand this, it's impossible for you guys to understand pointers. So that's one thing I wanna tell you guys. You guys need to understand the variables first before you guys understand the pointers. Alright, so that's how the variables is inside the memory. Alright, so we go in the technical part of pointers. What are pointers? In the previous in the first section of this the first part of this video, we of the pointers, we said that what pointer is, we said as it's a link that we give a reference of YouTube. So to understand pointers, we go back and revisit variables, as I said before. So a variable is a type name and location memory, like int age. Like I said, you guys can put int age is equal to 30, or int age, and then you guys can put an age. So that's how I'm going to explain this one first, int age. So now we have an integer of data type. That's our data type, and name it age, and we're going to name it age. So memory is located for the value of the size of an integer. It's the size of int. Memory is located to this variable age and associated with the value age. So memory is allocated for the value of the size of an integer and associated with the value of age. And age is equal to 30, so we're going to assign 30 to age. So now the value of int 30 is copied to memory location of age. So just one thing you guys need to remember, this is very important. So I'll repeat this again. To understand pointers, we go back and revisit variables. So a variable is a type name and location memory, int age. So now we have integer of data types and name it age. So memory is located for the value of the size of integer and associated with the value age. Alright, so now we're gonna assign this 30. So now the value of int 30, this, keep in mind, this age is int. It's got a data type of int, so computer knows it's int. 30 is copied to a memory location of age. Alright, so now that we have this int age and we assign this, so 30 is copied to memory location of age, and now int years is equal to age. So you guys keep in mind that we already have this variable age, and we copied that 30 is copied in the memory location of age. Now we're going to assign it to yes. So in simple terms, instead of XYZ or ABC, I just put my surname, the initial one, the yes Danny. So int yes is equal to age. Memory is will carry the size of int and the value from the variable age copied into the variable named yes. So that's a three part you guys need to remember. Easy. Variable yes now contains separate integer and separate memory location with the same value as the variable age. So now keep in mind that the variable yes, this variable now contains separate integer. It's got separate integer because this one also have int and this one's also have int, and separate memory location. So now the variable this one yes have a separate memory location with the same value as the variable age. It's got this now is this one's got the same value 30. All right. We can see the name of the variable is used as an index to map memory address and particular associated data type. All right, so now it says that we can see the name of the variable is used as an index to map memory address and particular associated data type. So a pointer is a variable that contains a memory address. Very often this address is the location of another variable. So pointer, this is very important guys. So a pointer is a variable that contains a memory address. Very often this address is the location of another variable. So we're referencing this address and the location of another variable. So there is another variable out there somewhere in the memory lake. We're gonna reference it, and we're gonna very often this address is the location of another variable. Pointer variables must be declared as such. The general form of pointer variable declaration is type. Then you guys can put it this star variable name. So you guys can put type, you guys can put int, char, float, double, you guys whatever you guys like to put it here, data type, and you guys can put a variable name. You guys can put anything you guys like, anything, A, B, C, X, Y, Z, any number, as long as it's not a class or function or anything, that reserved word, you guys can put anything. So in my case I put yes, so it means yes Danny. All right, so here type is the pointer's base type. Yep. So this type is a pointer's base type. It must be a valid C++ type, as I said to you, but guys, you guys can put an int, double, float, you guys can put anything, char. Variable name is the name of the pointer variable. This one here, variable name is the name of the pointer variable. For example, to declare p to a pointer of an integer, use this declaration, int star p. That's how you guys need to declare your pointer. So that's first, that the first one is type, data type, then you guys can put this star, then you guys can put p. In my case, in this case I put a p, so just to let you guys know this is a pointer. We observe that in a declaration statement preceding a variable name with a star causes that the variable to become a pointer. So now this one computer knows C++. As far as C++ concerned, this is a pointer because you guys put a star in the front, that variable to become a pointer. So now variable name p is the type pointer to int. So now the way we're going to describe this one, so that a variable so now variable named p, this one that we name it p, is the type pointer to int. So if someone say what's the variable p, you guys say that the variable p, variable named p, is the type pointer to int. Okay, so this is the type pointer now because we put a star and we put a name here, so it's type pointer to int. Alright, so how to use pointers? Alright, so for pointer to an integer, use int star ip, integer pointer. You guys can put, keep in mind, you guys can put any other names. The reason I put IP is because integer pointer, just made up name. This is made up name. You guys can put any other name, X, Y, Z, anything, as long as you guys declare it and use it. For a pointer to double, use double. So this is very important at the front. So you guys need to keep in mind that you guys need to put this int and you guys need to put this double. and you guys can put a star. You guys can put declare any name here, any variable name, dp double pointer. You guys can put anything. So for pointer to float, use float star fp float pointer. For pointer to character, use char star ch. So you guys can put like this. So there are 1 2 3 4 int double float char. That's the first one, is very important. You guys can see there's stars in all of them. So you guys need to put a star here, and then you guys can put your name. So now all of them is variable pointer to float, variable pointer, variable ch, pointer to char, and that's double, and that's int. Okay, so the pointer operator. What is pointer operator? There are two special operators that are used with pointers. So you guys see the first one we see star, and this end. The end is called the reference operator. This is, so we've seen this is pointer and this is end. So the end is called the reference operator, but in this context it is called the address of operator. So this is the address. It is unary operator that runs the memory address of its operand. For example, p is equal to end x. So we're going to reference it. This is the reference operator. So we have declared the p, our pointer, and we assign this, the reference of this x, to this p. Puts into p the memory address of the variable x. So now we see that what this above, p is equal to and x, what it does, puts into p, all right, puts into p the memory address of the variable x. So there's a this x got a memory address, and now this, because we put an end at the front, this is the reference operator, and now is puts into p the memory address of the variable x. This address is the location of the variable into the computer's internal memory. It has nothing to do with the value of x. The operation of end can be remembered as returning the address of the variable it precedes. All right. The second operator is star, and it is the complement of end, the reference operator. So you guys keep in mind, the pointer operator, there are two special type of operators. There is a star and end. This is called the reference operator, and this is called the pointer. The second operator is star. It is the complement of end, which is the reference operator. It is unary operator that returns the value of the variable located at the address specified by its operand. Okay, if p contains the memory address of the variable x, then so if p contains the memory address of the variable x, we're talking about this, and the value is equal to p, because now we are going to assign this p, it's got a value, we're going to assign it to the value. I think it's very easy, as I explained to you guys. So by now you guys should be the expert into pointers, so it's a lot easy for you guys to understand the pointer, what pointers are, how it is. You guys seen that we're giving a reference, and we saw that how the pointers, how the variable goes inside the memory, and how it's got a memory address, and how we're going to assign this to a pointer with using this one, with this guy here. And this is the called reference operator. All you guys need to remember, this star and this is a pointer. It means this is pointer. So if you guys can put anything in front of this, becomes a pointer now. As far as C++ concerned, this is now pointer. And if any guys can put this one, it's a reference. It's a reference operator. It gives the memory address of this variable to p now. So now p is gonna p the memory address, puts into p the memory address of the variable x. Easy peasy. All right. I hope you guys got the concept of pointers and reference operators. So I hope it's very easy for you guys now. You guys understood the pointer and the memory address and the reference operators and everything. So if you guys like the video, thumbs up. Otherwise we'll go through in the next video, and the next video we're gonna see the practical part of the C++, and I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna use the idea of the pointer, and you guys gonna be expert in no time. All right, that's it for this video guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.